Good morning. Happy Monday. So, I am streaming today from home. My flight was delayed and rebooked for tonight. So, I will not get to Prague until tomorrow. So good morning, everyone. Okay, let's see what is on the menu for today. It looks like stock futures are falling the record highs last week. So today might not be as good as it was last week, but let's see what's out there. Let's see what's on the menu. Okay, looks like PBM is already popping up, but it's above $10. So I'm going to stay away from that one. But that was on the charts and on the scanners last week, right? That's the psilocybin one. Okay. Let's see, BNBX. BNBX. Yeah, sorry if you see a mess behind me. It's all my stuff that I'm going to be packing into my backpack. I'll actually do a video while I'm packing. Oh, good morning. Yeah, so there's a bit of a mess back there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll be doing a little packing video showing me packing up my trading station before I leave. I was going to do that yesterday, but I'm not leaving till today now. There is an airline strike in Europe, Lufthansa. So I had some challenges getting on a flight today at all. But the upside of that is that I got to trade from my home trading station this morning. So let's see, BNBX is under $1, and I don't see any news. So let's see, I'm looking to see what has news this morning. ATAI is between $1 and $10. Oh, but the float is millions and millions. Okay, so I'm going to take PBM off the list because it's over $10. I'm going to take ATI off the list because the float is too high. I'm going to take BNBX off the list because it's under $1, and the same with Silo. All right, so let's see if we have anything that meets the criteria for stock selection. CMPS is over 20 million. GHRS is over $20. SKYQ is under $10, but the relative volume is low. And it looks like it's falling. Let's see. SKYQ. Okay. It's below VWAP, so so Silo Pharma, what is interesting though is Silo Pharma, which is under $1, but it has good news, kind of good news. It's just saying that they're positioned to advance treatment targeting as President Trump signs an executive order aimed at accelerating research and treatment based on psychedelics. And that's probably why PBM popped up as well, because that's also one of those psychedelic, let me see, psychedelic companies, or science, that's what they're called. Okay, so BNBX actually has news now, announces review of strategic alternatives. Oh, well, let's see. If it goes up over $1, BNBX, let's not be hasty. There might not be anything else today. So BNBX, all right, it's making a run up. Let's see. The float is under 20 million. The relative volume and the gap are good. It's just, I mean, the news is, I don't think the news is that great, but there is news. So, okay, so I'm trying out a different layout for you guys. I made the 1 minute chart bigger, and I've got my, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I can see it. I'm trying to have my P&L here, and I made my 5 minute chart and my daily chart smaller. I'll keep my 10-second chart off the layout so that there's more room for you to see the time and sales and the 1 minute chart, because that's what I'm mostly trading off of. So let me know if you like it. Okay. So my expectation, I'm managing my expectations for today because of the fact that the news over the weekend wasn't that great. I mean, things were really looking up, but let's see, Bitcoin popped up to 77. That's, that looked good, but there's been a pullback. So, let's kind of manage expectations for today. But still, overall, things are up. I mean, things hit record highs on Friday, so that's good, of course. So let's see. BNBX. So one of the things I'm trying to do is simplify, okay? I'm a minimalist in my in real life. And so I'm really trying to narrow in on what are the essentials that I really, really need to trade. And I think when I started last year, I was trying everything, and now I'm trying to be more intentional and really simplify what I'm doing. So I'm even trying to simplify my layout, and I'm questioning, do I need everything that's on here? I took the 20 EMA off. So BNBX is still under $1. I'm going to keep an eye on it because it has news, but I would prefer if it were trading over $1. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit quiet. Let's see what else is on the scanners. Really, BNBX is the one that is moving, but I don't know. I really, this is good. It's above VWAP. This is a clean pullback here. This pullback is really clean. But so SKYQ popped up, but it didn't have new news, and it's almost $10, and the total volume is really low. SILO, wow, this is a lot more volume on that stock, 18 million already. Well, it popped up here at 6:30. Did anyone get in on that? Okay, so let's see, kind of keeping an eye on BNBX, but I'm going to wait and see if it pops up over $1 and then might get in. We'll see. Good morning, Ovi. Hope you had a good weekend. I had a busy weekend. All right. But it was good. It was good. I spent most of the day yesterday getting ready for my trip later today. FYI, if you have a flight with Lufthansa or Swiss Air this week, definitely double check everything. They rebooked me, then my ticket was canceled, and then they had to rebook me again. So they canceled me, rebooked me, literally deleted my flight from the system, rebooked me again, and now I can't check in online. So I have to check in when I get there. I'm like so nervous about that. But if you have a flight with Lufthansa or Swiss Air this week, check everything, okay? It's been a little bit of a problem because of the airline strike. So BNBX is definitely on the move. You can see. Okay, so I'm going to try to get better at keeping the chart at the right size so that everyone can see what's going on here. I'm definitely trying to do a better job of that. So I'm keeping my daily and my 5-minute up here just for reference because I want to be able to see the 200 simple moving average on the daily chart and look for windows. Like here, you can see there's a window up to 171 and the SMA is at 230. So there is room. If BNBX breaks $1, I may get in if the price action is clean and there's an opportunity. And then I'm keeping the 5-minute chart here for multi-time frame alignment. I don't trade off of the 5-minute chart. But, and I'm keeping the 10-second chart over here off to the side to keep my other charts uncluttered. But I'm trying to keep the 1 minute bigger so that you guys can see the price action better. Oh, thank you. I'm excited. I'm traveling with a friend, and the one good thing about my flight last night being canceled is that I got rebooked on her flight tonight. So now we can actually go together. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, so we'll see. After I'm done live streaming and trading, I will do a recap. I'll shoot some film of me packing. I want to show you guys my travel trading station, which isn't really that exciting, but I thought it, might be interesting because when I was about to take my first trip last year where I was planning to trade on the trip, I was so new at trading with real money that I was, Googling a ton of videos. I was so interested, like, what do other people do when they're traveling? So it's not that exciting, but I figured I would just show what I'm currently doing. I have an external monitor and I am bringing it this time. I didn't bring it on my last trip, but I'm bringing it this time because now I'm live streaming. So I do feel like I need the 2 monitors. All right, so we're kind of just tapped almost $1. So that whole dollar might be a point of resistance, right? So the whole dollar is right here, about there. I was finally able to get my charts. So I like, on my charts, I like to have the grid at the whole and the half dollar, because that way it's easier for me to see resistance at those points. I've experimented a little bit with break of whole dollar. So CMND, Clear Mind. I feel like I've traded this one before. CMND. I think I've traded this one before. I thought I had. Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, so 18. Let's see. I thought I had traded this one. All right, so Clear Mind. Let's take a look here. The relative volume is really high. It's gapped up 52% over the previous day's close. The float is good. Let's look at the news. They announced positive top-line safety results. CMND. Okay, this is again a psychedelic, one of the psychedelic stocks, but this one is over $1. However, it's below VWAP. And it's still a penny stock. So let's see. It's hard to borrow, which I am now checking every day. I did a video over the weekend about that. After last week trading EFOI when it was easy to borrow, I think as a beginner, I am just going to not trade easy to borrow stocks. When I'm more experienced, maybe I will. All right, so this might be a break of VWAP, but I would wait for increased volume and one candle to form over VWAP. That's what I would be looking for. But can I make, how much could I make here? I mean, let's see, 19 cents. Here's $1.50 up here, way up here. So this candle's done. Let's see. I'm going to wait for a pullback, a bull flag pullback. So this week my goal is to adjust my bull flag pullback a little bit. I had a hard stop of 10 cents per share, but on bull flag pullbacks, I will be putting my stop at the low of the last red candle on the pullback. So, which might be more than 10 cents. But I think on my bull flag pullbacks, I wasn't giving myself enough room, for it to dip a little and then pop up. So I'm going to experiment with that. That's my goal for the week. I posted on Substack this morning a little more about it. And all right, so Clearmind is moving up. I'm going to look for a bull flag pullback. I'm not doing the break of VWAP because the futures are down and this is just over $1. So I'm going to stick to bull flag pullback. As long as it stays above VWAP, then I think then I will consider it. So how much do you think that the announcement about the PDT rule contributed to the stock market doing better last week? I think it might have contributed a little bit. People got excited about it. Okay, so it looks like that was a micro pullback, and now it's popping higher, which I'm going to watch it on the 10-second. Okay, so it's pulling back. There was a micro pullback on the 10-second, but I would have only been able to scalp like 2 cents a share. It's pulling back again. Let's see. And now look at the volume is decreasing. So this This candle, the volume's decreasing a little bit. It's popping up. Is this a micro pullback? I think it is. So on the micro pullback, I will have a tighter up. I'm getting out. That was just my instincts. I don't know if that was the right one, but all right, so I'm going to make a note. That was a micro pullback, but I don't know. I didn't feel like having a big, I didn't feel like going all the way down. So for the micro pullback, I'm going to keep my stop at 10 cents a share. And I honestly didn't feel like going all the way down. It didn't right away pop up. So all right, so my first trade was a micro pullback. And I got out right away. I didn't wait for my stop. Yeah, I didn't feel good about it. I don't know. Because it was like consolidating sideways on the 10 second. So all right, ENVB. Let's take a look. ENVB. All right. Whoops. ENVB. Okay, this is running up, but it doesn't have news yet. Enveric Biosciences. Let's see. The float's good. The relative volume's good. The gap's good. I just don't see news. Let's see. ENVB, hard to borrow. Okay, so it's popping up. Okay. Just like last week, my goal was to work on my micro pullbacks. My goal this week is to work on my bull flag pullbacks. Oh, wow. It's running right up. Okay, I'm going to look for a pullback on the 10-second chart. Because it's, wow, really extended. But the 200 simple moving average is way up here at $11. Do I see big sellers on the ask? No. All right, that was a micro pullback. Okay, so that was a micro pullback. Let's see. ENVB micro pullback. And I did that on no news. I did that on no news. But good morning, HG. I did that on no news, but I feel like it's in the theme. I feel like it's in the theme, okay? Because This is a psilocybin. Okay, this has to do with psilocybin, so I feel like this is in the theme right now. So I did trade this on No News. But this is where I feel like it's pretty safe. When all the stocks are popping up about this news, I feel like it's pretty safe to all right, so let's see. And it meets the other pillars of stock selection. And it's like the theme of the day. Welcome, HG. I traded something without news, but it's like the theme of the moment. So it's a psilocybin company, ENVB. All right, so now it's pulling back. I've taken 2 trades so far, 1 red, 1 green. I'm going to get rid of these other things, but Clear Mind, I took a red trade on that one. They have news, but it popped below VWAP, so yeah. I'm glad I stopped out early. I was looking for a micro pullback. That was a micro pullback, and popped up barely. Yeah. So let's see. ENVB. Okay, so this is a bull flag pullback. See, the MACD is red here. PBM, everyone's been talking about PBM, but it hasn't popped up. ENVB. So it's tapping the 9 EMA. This would be the low, and then the low of the candle would be 334. So that would be the stop. But now it looks like this is the top of the low candle right here. Oh. Nope. Look at that. Yeah, I don't love that. Okay. SPRC. Let's see, SPRC, but no news yet. SPRC. SPRC, well, that looks crazy. Topping tail here, and I don't see news. Oh, interesting though. They filed a patent application in Hong Kong for they're developing something in collaboration with ClearMind. So everything that's popping up right now is related to this whole psilocybin psychedelic potential drug thing. Let's see. ENVB is popping up again, but all right, so this was a big drop. It's pulling back. And again, I traded it on No News because it was so obviously running up, but now I'll be a little bit cautious because this tall candle wick here, that makes me nervous. I don't know, it might pop right back up, but this is the top of the low candle. And they don't have news specific to their company. They're in the middle of all the hot news, but they don't have news specific to them. So I'm going to be cautious about trading it again. It was just so obviously running up and so obviously part of the news that's going on, you know. I hope you guys all had a good weekend. I had a busy weekend. Okay. So it is kind of popping back up, but there's no news yet. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Especially since this topping tail. Oh, look, see another one? Yeah. So let's see, what's DFLI? DFLI. A lot of stuff popping up in my price range, but lithium ion batteries. Okay, so they have news. They secure a multi-million-dollar order from Stevens Transport. Multi-million-dollar order is awesome. 11.91 million relative volume, the gap. Okay, DFLI. I am interested. I gotta get all this stuff off my chart. I hate when my charts are like, when there's so many things on the charts. Okay, DFLI, let's see. Hard to borrow. Okay, I'm adding that to my checklist. I'm starting to put together a checklist that I am going to print out or have on my screen every day that has my stock selection criteria, which is what Warrior Trading does for his stock selection criteria. But then I'm going to have my checklist for indicators and other things that I'm going to check before I trade a stock. Okay, I got lucky on ENVB with no news, but DFLI popped up. They have great news. I mean, a multi-million-dollar order marking a major commercial milestone. That's like amazing news for a company. So, I don't know. That's what I think. And again, this is where sometimes I kind of have to let go of, it's good news, but I have to let go of, like, I know when I took Russ Cameron's courses, I mean, I'm about 3/4 of the way through the advanced one. I did the beginner one. I went through it like 4 times. And then the advanced one, I've repeated the first half of it 3 times, and I'm still like 3/4 of the way through it. But I know that he talks about how you use fundamental analysis to evaluate the news. So I can't help but think that's good news. You're green, that's great. What rules would you consider optional? News catalyst for me. Best to take my rules, though it can be tempting to take a trade without news. Yeah, I took this trade without news. Yes, I did. I mean, because this is the theme of the day. Like, all the stocks popping up are related to this whole, you know, drugs related to psilocybin. So I did trade it earlier on no news, but now I'm being a little bit more cautious. But there's a huge gap here between the current price and the simple moving average. And all the other, like a ton of stocks have popped up this morning that are related to this. CMND, PBM, let's see, what were some of the other ones? There were a couple of other ones that popped up. But it looks like these alternative drug stocks that are related to psilocybin are popping up. So I'm barely green on the day. I'm going to put my, hold on, I have to import my trades. Let me do that. Where's my, Here we go. Import. And let me put this here. Okay, and then this. Let's see. Export to file. So, yep, I've taken 2 trades today, and I'm just going to upload them. 1 red and 1 green. All right, so I'm up $6. Hey, I'll take it. I will take it. I'm up $6 today. Let's see. Let me put... Trying to find a way to do this like more efficiently. Okay, so I'm up $6. Woohoo! I'm green. I'm green. Yay. Yeah, so I'm up, and yeah, green, go green. So let's see. There we go. Can you see that? I was able to put it up here, so I'm at $6.10, $6.10. 1 green trade, 1 red trade. I mean, this looks good, except the company itself does not have specific news. So I'm going to be cautious about it. I took that micro pullback when it was running up, but I am going to put in my notes that there was no news. So that was maybe, that was risky-er, but I did make a calculated risk. So I'm going to put, but it was related to the theme of the day, or the theme of the moment. All the psilocybin related stocks were popping up. I mean, it sounds like it could be a really interesting new development. If multiple companies are working on it all at the same time, there must be something to it, right? But Clearmind, CMND, I did take a red trade over here. Okay, so I got in for a micro pullback, and it didn't go anywhere, and I didn't wait for it to drop. All the way to my stop, I got out right away because I was waiting for it to shoot up, and it wasn't. It was dropping. So I just cut that loss immediately before I hit my stop. And then ENVB, this one, I did another micro pullback, and this one I got out probably too early, but I took some profit on that. I mean, I could have let it run up another, 20 cents. But it's still running up. ENVB is still making moves, but this big candle here, right? And the volume is, I think, decreasing overall. So I'm going to be leery about trading it again. But I think that was a calculated risk. That's an example of when I would be looser on my criteria. It was related to the other stocks that were all running up. But now it looks choppy to me, so I wonder if there's news on Google. Okay, news ticker ENVB. I don't see anything on Google, so huh. So CMND might be popping back up. Okay, but it's still the MACD is still red. HG, I'm so proud of you for sticking to your rules. Stick to your rules. Yeah. Yeah, I would stick to it. That was risky on my part, and because now it's choppy, I'm gonna stay out of it. So yeah, let's see. We'll see what happens today. Looking at the top gainers scanner, Warrior Trading's top gainer scanner, I see other things on there, but HELP, but the float is over 20 million. Things are either over my price range, or they don't have news, or they're under my price range, or yeah, just not much going on. Let's see. So yeah, so I guess what would I consider optional? That is a great question, HG. What would I consider to be optional? I think it's more like what's happening in the market. Like I've been looser on relative volume if everything is just going crazy for, an extended period of time. Then I will be a little bit less strict about relative volume. However, yeah, I'm not really sure. I guess optional. I think for beginner traders, we should be way more conservative. Way, way, way more conservative. For advanced and intermediate traders, like when I watch Ross Cameron's recaps every day, he'll definitely trade the exceptions, but I think with a lot of experience, then you start to see things that a beginner like myself won't see. So I think I will see more things as optional as I progress. Let's see, PBM now has news. Let's see. Science Biomed positioned its world's only licensed pharmaceutical grade ibogaine supplier at source. I feel like they just threw out news because they saw that all these stocks were popping up. I wonder if the companies do that. Like if they see that all the psilocybin stocks are popping up, right? They're like, we have to put out news too. I don't know. I was on Reddit yesterday, and in the day trading Reddit subreddit, is that what it's called? And people were saying PBM, PBM, but PBM isn't doing much. It's just kind of stagnating. I guess yesterday at the close, market close, Friday, sorry, Friday. So I guess people thought because it popped up Friday after the market closed, they thought it was going to be a contender today. However, it's trading below VWAP, so that's not great. Let's see. PBM, CMND. Yeah, I guess we're just watching and waiting. So, yeah, so this other news here. Okay, so on Thinkorswim's news feed, there's news at 7:23, and it says, Compass Pathways and other psychedelic shares were up Monday pre-market activity after U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order Saturday to expedite access to treatments for patients with serious mental illness. The president ordered the U.S. Food and Drug Administration commissioner to offer commissioners national priority vouchers to appropriate psychedelic drugs that have been given breakthrough therapy designations to treat serious mental illnesses, according to the executive order. So I think even though ENVB didn't have specific news, that's why I felt comfortable with that one, because of that news and overarching news, and then I saw the price action. And it met all the other criteria for stock selection. So that was the other thing. I wouldn't, I have traded higher float stocks. I don't do that anymore. I trade stocks under 20 million. The gap is surprisingly important. I mean, if the price isn't up over the previous day, it's like, that seems really risky. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I guess maybe more advanced traders would consider hard to borrow, easy to borrow optional, but after Friday, I'm considering that part of my check. Like I said, I'm going to add these things to a checklist. I'm going to print it out and keep it in front of me, or keep it on my screen so that I can really dial in. What about you guys? What criteria do you consider optional? Like, I don't know. I have so few indicators on my chart right now, and I'm trying to simplify. That all of the indicators that I have right now feel pretty essential. Like I check the simple moving average on the daily chart, and on the daily chart I check for windows and gaps. I look for multi-time frame alignment on the 5-minute chart. I look for, on my 1-minute chart, I have the MACD, the volume bars, the 9 EMA, and the VWAP. And then on the level 2, I look to see if there are huge sellers on the ask. Okay, that can mean that people are trying to dump the shares. And I look for, obviously, activity on the time and sales, green. What other criteria do you guys use? Do you have, what other indicators do you have on your charts? I mean, there's just so many, right? If you look at studies, I know a lot of these don't pertain to momentum trading, of course, but wow, look at this. I mean, some of this is pretty advanced. And I wonder, you know, would any of this help? I know some people use Bollinger Bands. Volatility studies. Yeah. I mean, I realize that there's a lot on here that doesn't pertain to the style that I'm doing. Oh, I definitely watch the spreads. I don't know if I have a hard cutoff, but if I'm looking for 10 to 20 cents a share and I try to, and I need to get, like, let's just say the stock starts to go down and I need to get out on the bid, I'm just really leery of big spreads. If it's more than 5 cents, I don't love it. 10 cents, that looks bad to me. Like right now, okay, PBM, the spread's running about 3 to 5 cents right now. That seems reasonable. I don't know. What about you? Like, sounds HG like we have a pretty similar style. Yeah, 5 cents or less feels right because I'm just thinking about if I buy on the ask and I'm selling on the bid, that's still within my comfort level for a stop. So, once it hits 10 cents, I'm like, well, like it's really hard to get out without losing money. Good morning, James. Yeah, I'm curious what everyone else does as far as spreads. That's a good question, and I think that I might do a video about it at some point because, yeah. So I'm trying to, with my weekend and non-trading day content where I'm explaining different things, a lot of it, honestly, is for me to make sure that I understand the concepts. Like I'm learning through explaining. What's that term that everyone uses right now? Practice in public. I'm practicing in public. This couldn't be more, this right here. This couldn't be more public, right? ARTL popped up. Let's see. So I am practicing in public, right? So when I'm explaining on my videos, I'm looking for feedback too because I'm learning. I'm learning through explaining. And I'm trying to pick video topics on things that I use and things that I think I need to make sure I understand. So ARTL, let's see. The float is under 1 million. That's great, but the relative volume is still low. So I'm waiting for that to pop up. But let's see what the news is. I love that. Okay. All right. A peer review on something in what, biotech? This seems like biotech. I love that. Okay, but I'm waiting for the relative volume to catch up. Let me check the hard to borrow on Thinkorswim. Okay. So I'm going to look at this one for sure. The relative volume is flying up quickly. Let's see, I'm going to put this on my 10-second chart. Guys, give me feedback on the new layout. I'm trying this so that you can see my 1-minute chart more clearly. And also I'm trying to simplify. What I have up on the screen and what I'm looking at and only have the essentials. Okay, so the relative volume for ARTL is now at more than 5 times the 50-day average. So I am going to consider this now because it's meeting my criteria for stock selection. So it looks like it's pulling back on the 1-minute chart. I'm going to look for a bull flag pullback. Let's see what's, oh, but this big red candle is not my favorite. Okay, and on the daily chart, it looks like there is resistance at about 1042. Excuse me. And there's a window, look at that, all the way back to 1092. So I'm interested, but the price just dropped below VWAP, so I'm not going to trade it. unless the price pops up above VWAP. But sometimes with these stocks, this is something that I'm really like thinking about. When these stocks pop up, the VWAP jumps, right? And then you can see, look, it looks like it's going to tap the 9 EMA, but it's below VWAP. So I won't get in, but you see this a lot where the VWAP is up there because of this jump in price. So if it pops up above 626, I would, if I do get in, I would be going for high of day. I mean, that looks like pretty good news. But it's struggling right here at VWAP. I would like a bull flag pullback today so that I can have something to write about. Okay, so this is the top of the low candle, but it's like hovering right here, right under VWAP. And the volume is low. So this might be a dud for me. I mean, I missed this pullback here. For those of you who, oh, let's see. Okay, it's like above VWAP, but the bottom of the low candle then would be here. Oh, well, I guess now it would be here, right? So it looks like $6 here is $6 is where we're seeing some resistance for this. It's tapping $6 and then look at that. Tap, tap, tap. It's just tapping $6 and I don't know if you can see the mess behind me. Sorry about the mess, but that's all the stuff, some of the stuff I'm packing in my backpack later. I wanted to do a video on what I'm packing for my travel station before I finish packing my backpack. So normally it wouldn't be messy back there. I don't know if you can see it, but all right. Yeah, I guess I missed this move. So now it's under VWAP. Oh, it broke out over the whole dollar, but I missed it. I can't get in now. It's too late, right? I'm not going to chase the move. Oh, look at that. $6 to $6.50. Now this could be a micro, no. I'm looking, it looks like it's pulling back on the 10-second. Oh no, okay. Look at that. This was resistance and now it's support at $6. And look, now the resistance is at $6.50. So do I want to go for a break of the $0.5? Or is this another bull flag? So this pulled back all the way. Okay. But it kind of, it didn't break out until here. Missed the move. And now I'm looking for maybe a break of the $0.5, but this is a huge red candle here. Ugh. A huge red candle. Oh, looks like it might break the $0.5. It's kind of like testing that level. And now it's going up. I missed that too. I'm not trusting it because of this big red candle. This big red candle made me nervous. Okay, it's pulling back on the 10-second chart. Oh, I had to get out. It didn't catch my whole order. Okay, cancel. Well, this is a bloodbath. Okay. Wow, that was awful. Okay. Okay. That was awful. ARTL, micro pullback. Rejected. All right. I think I'm just gonna, it's 3 micro pullbacks and now I'm red. I'm not loving that. I'm not loving that. So I'm down by $60 now. All right, remove drawing. So this is the high of day. Now the volume is pulling back. See that? The volume pulling back, even though the price is inching higher, but the volume, I don't trust it. It pulled back on the 10-second chart. Ooh, 30 cents. I did. I got in and I went red. Well, hey, if you're green, that's awesome, James. That's awesome. I don't know. Now I'm like nervous about it. I'm looking at the 10-second chart. I'm going to wait for a bull flag pullback for my next trade. Looks too choppy on the 10-second for me. And let's see. So the high of day is 775. We still have room to go before we hit the 200 simple moving average. So this would be the top of the low candle. I'm going to wait for a bull flag pullback. See if I can get in on it. NKTR popped up on my running up scanner. It's $105 a share. You think? I don't know. I think, yeah, I think my entry was good, but yeah, I think my entry was good. But now it looks like a potential bull flag here. Potential bull flag pullback, but I'm looking for, oh, well, okay, now it's pulling back to the 9 EMA. This is a big red candle. Big red candle. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it was a good entry, but I'm lucky I didn't lose more, honestly, because it didn't catch my order to sell, and then it did, and then when it catches a partial order, that's just such a nightmare, honestly. So lucky I didn't lose more. I could have been out for the day. So people are taking profit now. JTAI, but I don't see news and it's over $10. So I'm going to sit out on that. ARTL, I was going to look for a bull flag, but wow, I'm glad I didn't try to get in here. This little tail here. Whew. I'm glad I didn't get in there. And now the MACD's red. So that's okay. It's only an hour into the morning session. I have settled funds left. I'm just going to look at it trade by trade. If something pops up and it's a good trade, I will take it. And if it doesn't, I will just sit with it, and that's okay. Let's see, MACD's red. I will probably take a break in a few minutes if nothing's popped up, kind of between news announcements. I like to take a break on the quarter hours because in case news comes out at the top and the bottom of the hour. I'm just curious what's going on with JTAI. FR. Okay, so JTAI too expensive for me. SPRC below VWAP, DFLI below VWAP, JTI, okay. ENVB below VWAP, PBM, too expensive. Let's see, FRSX. Let's see what this is. Okay. Okay, daily volume's good, gap's good, float's good, price is good. It says they entered a non-binding term sheet for 17.5 million strategic investment. Non-binding, don't. That's always kind of like, really? Then what are you announcing? However, okay, they're hard to borrow, which we're checking now, right? So, let's see. ARTL, is that the one I just traded and lost? ARTL? Yeah. So they're below VWAP now. I'm just going to take these off. They're below VWAP now, and the MACD is red. So I will not trade that one now. So ironically, the only green trade I had was the one on no news. How ironic. But FRSX, oh, it says Vision Wave to acquire 45 to 51% of Foresight via stock-based investment. Okay, so another company is investing in them. They're going to get cash. Okay. So, but we're below VWAP. So I'm going to hold off on that one. You know, it's so funny how some days it feels so easy and other days it just feels like I am Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the hill in the Greek mythology story. eternally pushing a boulder up the hill is just like, ugh. So, but I just learned the term learning in public. So, that's what I'm doing right now. Live learning in public. Yeah. All right, well, this one seems kind of like a dud. So today I think might be one of those days. I mean, I'm down $60. Do I really want to be down any more? I'm going to check and see how the stock market's doing. I don't want another day where I'm down $100. Yeah, stock futures are showing a decline. Markets are reacting to escalating tensions between the US and Iran. And yeah, so I'm going to put on my big girl pants and be really cautious. If I see something, I will take it. But I really don't even want to be over like, I don't even want $100 loss today. I just want to be really cautious now. Because Friday I had $150 loss, which isn't that bad, but I'm going to be really cautious. All right, it's almost 8:15. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, get myself some more herbal tea, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I leave for 5 minutes. And I hear nothing but ding, 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 ding when I'm walking back up from my kitchen. Okay. ADTX. Let's take a look. Okay, it's popping up. It is below $1. Oh, wow. I love that. Okay. I love that news, but it's under $1. So everything looks good on it. Let's see. It's hard to borrow. Let's see if it pops up above $1. I might consider getting in. All right, but I've got more tea. I'm armed with more tea. And oh, let me import those other trades into TraderView. Export to file. All right. Okay, I'm down $58. Alrighty. Okay. Yes, learning in public. That is what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, folks. Okay. So, all right. This one's now below VWAP. Wow, today's kind of a dud. Yeah, but I'll still live stream until 10. Then I'll quickly do my recap. I have to leave for the airport. ARTL popped up above VWAP, but MACD is red. Let me see if the MACD flips green. I thought this was good news. I caught this little mess down here. So it's above VWAP. Yay. Okay. I'm not going to do a micro pullback, but if I see an opportunity to get in for a bull flag pullback, I will look for that. But the MACD is still red. So we'll see. If it flips green and there's a bull flag pullback, then I might get in. Because I think this is good news. Wow, I really got stuck here, huh? If I'm lucky because I tried to get out, it didn't catch my order, it dropped down, it popped back up and caught my order. So I got out kind of at my stop. But still, that was honestly just, whew, that happened so quickly too, right? Now it is pulling back, but it's what do you call it? MACD's red. So I'm hoping my flight I have a ticket. For those of you who didn't hear my drama this morning, I was supposed to leave last night for Munich, for a layover in Munich, and then head to Prague. And they canceled, Lufthansa canceled my flight. They rebooked me for tonight. That's all good. Now I'm on the same flight as my friend. However, when I went to go check in, the flight didn't exist anymore. So someone at United, because I originally booked through United, accidentally canceled my ticket. So when Lufthansa had rebooked it, they rebooked it with Swiss Air. So I had to talk to the Swiss Air people. They rebooked me tonight, but I can't check in online because the ticket is no longer associated with a reservation. So they said I have to check in when I get to the airport. So fingers crossed that I'm actually going to, now I'm flying through Zurich. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, so TURB, I've definitely traded this one before. TURB. It was a while ago though. See, look, I had a trend line on here, remove. But wow, that looks terrible already. The big red candles, I stay away from that for sure. No way. Especially since I'm down $58, I'm going to be really careful about what I take next. I'm not going to take any crazy chances. But let's see, what's the news here? Okay, they're supposed to partner with somebody to integrate AI-driven energy optimization software. Oh, something's happening. Okay, ARTL. All right, it's really trying to climb back up to high of day, but I'm not going to get in unless I see. Okay, so the MACD is kind of flipping to green, but only in this candle. So if this makes another leg up for a pull, for a bull flag, and the MACD's green, I will consider getting in. But I'm going to wait for a bull flag pullback on this one. Yep. I'll wait for a bull flag pullback. All right. So the moral of my travel story is if you're flying through Lufthansa or Swiss Air this week, call them and check and make sure that your flight still exists. It was a big mess. All right. ADTX. Ooh, that look complete round trip on ADTX. Look at that. A complete round trip. Huh. Look at that. Just all the way down. Wow. Okay. FRSX, I'm taking that off the list. ADTX, I'm taking that off the list. TURB, it's below VWAP. I mean, the news sounds good. Let's see let me look at the other. Oh, but the relative volume on TURB is too low. It's under $1. I mean, not $1, under 1. So it's, yeah. The volume on TURB is so low. ARTL seems to be the most obvious stock today. Seems to be the game in town. I just happened to get stuck in this candle right here. Yuck. All right, so we are green on the MACD again, though. That's nice. And this red candle's not good. I'm looking for a bull flag pullback, potentially. See if I can. I think this is the stock to watch for sure. But can I get a clean bull flag pullback? I don't know. But this is so far the stock to watch, I think. It's chilly in my house today. All right, so this is choppy. This is not clean. I would want to see green candles here, but now it's green, red. That's not a clean. This right here, this move, this was a clean bull flag pullback, but it was still, the MACD was still red here. So I wouldn't have traded that. FLYX, let's see. Sometimes they pop up and the news isn't always apparent right away. Okay. FLYX looks interesting. And they do have some news here. It says an emerging provider of high-performance GPU infrastructure and AI cloud services today announced that the parties have agreed to extend the outside date of the merger agreement. Okay, so there's news. It's hard to borrow. Okay, that's good. This does have a 6-cent spread. Is it halting? Why is it? It's not moving. The relative volume is, oh, the total volume is so low. The relative volume is more than 5 times the 50-day average. But look at the total volume is so low. But so, and, oh, I just saw like a 7,000 share seller. Yep. So, yeah. So I wouldn't, sorry, I've been up since 4. I wouldn't, yeah, this doesn't look like one to consider. ARTL is the game, but not much is happening. And TURB made a quick, I mean, I guess if I had caught it here, that would have been a good trade, but ENVB is still oh, but it's below VWAP. Okay. MACD is green, but this was my only green trade today, ENVB. All right. Let's see, ARTL. So I'm currently down $58. I've taken 3 trades. So, yeah. I'm looking for green. Oh, but ARTL looks like the MACD is flipping red again. It's below the 9 EMA, and it might touch VWAP. I thought ARTL was going to climb back up to high of day, but looks like it's not. So I don't know. This could flip, but again, MACD's red. So do you guys use MACD? ENVB? Alpha LYX. ENVB. ENVB broke VWAP. Okay. All right. That's good. I wonder if it'll keep climbing. Guess not. It's so crazy how, like, I looked away for 2 seconds to read the news on Thinkorswim that popped up under ENVB. I mean, so the news is just that psychedelic pharmaceutical companies are, were up today. And this is a psychedelic pharmaceutical company. So I did trade it, even though it had no news specific to the company, but it had news about the type of company. Yeah. Okay. All right. ENVB, come on. You got this, buddy. All right. So TURB, that's going to go FLYX. Not enough volume, honestly. So right now I'm just going to stick with ENVB and ARTL. ARTL. Oh, ARTL. Looking very rough right now. Very, very rough. Oops, my chart was a little bit out of the window there. AKTX. AKTX. What is this? Okay, let's take a look. The float is under 1 million, relative volume gap, price. Akari Therapeutics reports positive preclinical data for AKTX 101 demonstrating differentiated cytotoxicity for first-in-class TROP2 ADC payload targeting. That I love that. That's biotech. Okay, so, but look at this. Ugh. And oh my goodness, the relative volume is up, but the total volume is like really low. It's a big spread too. So HG mentioned the spread. This one, because it's so low volume, look at the huge spread on this. 30 cents. Like, how can you, that seems really risky. You know? So that's an example of a spread that I would not take. Right there. Well, now it's only 6 cents. Maybe more people are looking at it, but because the news, when did the news pop up? 8:35. Okay, so this is 8:35. So maybe if the volume increases on this stock, the spread will decrease. It's up. Wow, the relative volume is 2,000. No, wait, that's ENVB. Let's see what's happening with ENVB. Okay, ENVB, I see you. You're popping up. Okay, so okay. ARTL. ARTL. Stop popping up on my scanner when you're just still MACD's red. All right, now I'm seeing a pullback with ENVB, a potential pullback here. I mean, it's still above the 9 EMA. It's above VWAP. The MACD is green. It's pulling back. It's the top of the low candle at 383. 395 is the high of day. So this could work. And again, I know it has news. The volume is pulling back. I'm looking to see if there are big sellers on the ask. 22,000, 18,000. Whoop. Huh. 4,000. And this is the low of the low candle, 368. So that would be my stop. We're almost done with this candle though. So I don't think it doesn't look like it's, this volume candle is coming up a little bit, but I need to see a price over 383, and there we go. So the low is 368, right? So now we're at 84. So 368 would be the low of the last candle, right? And I said I would change my stop to be the low of the last candle on the bull flag pullback so I wouldn't get out too early. So now we're up 380. I'm looking for 393. Oh no. Okay, 384, 382, 386, 387, 386, 89. $92, $96, $98. Okay, so that was a bull flag pullback. Okay, so that was exactly what I said I would do. So I promised myself that I would set the stop at the low of the last low candle, and I did. And I didn't panic sell. even though it was tempting to do that. So I still don't think I'm green on the day, but okay, now I'll take all these lines off because that gets confusing, right? Okay, so we're still not back up to high of day, which is a window to here, 440. But I am going to look for another pullback to the 9 EMA. And here, let's see, this is $4 right here. So that could be a point of resistance, right? $4 could be a break of $4 could. It's kind of pulling back. I'm sort of looking for that break over 4. It's like testing that level. Okay, so that was a break. So I did a bull flag pullback, right? And then I did a break of the whole dollar. Okay, I think I'm green now on the day. So let me just check. Whoops. Let's see what I'm doing for settled funds. Okay, so I have settled funds left and I'm green on the day. Yay! It is. It is. It's a grinder, but you know what? Maybe that's what today is for me, and that's okay. I'm okay with scalping dips off of 9 EMA, honestly. I'm okay with that. I really am. Okay, so let me put these into Trader View so we can see where we're at with the profit with my daily P&L. Yeah, so let me see. I'm looking for another bull flag on that. Or a pullback to the 9 EMA, which it kind of sometimes it takes a second to refresh the, okay. So let's see where we're at before I decide how much I'm willing to risk. Okay, so we're green, $53. Green, $53. Oh, break. Okay, it's coming up to 450. If it breaks 450, I might. Oh, but wait a minute. High of day was what? It broke 455. We're now at high of day. I'm looking for. I was looking for the break. Oh, I got to get out. Okay. I was looking for a break over 450. Break of $0.50. No, that was kind of a dumb impulse trade. Okay, that was dumb. And now I might be red on the day. Break of the $0.50, rejected, rushed. I think I got in late on that. All right, so let's see, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. That last trade was stupid. That was impulsive. So this is a micro pullback here, right? Well, look at the volume bars. They're pulling back here, right? That's that break over the $0.50 that I was looking for. Gonna wait. My stomach's growling. I'm hungry. That's okay. I usually eat when I get done with the live stream. Okay. So oh, I'm so mad at myself for that last trade. But I really thought it was going to break 450. So import trades. So I'm just going to look here really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait. 1, 2. I don't think it captured all my trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 trades. It didn't capture that last one. So yep, now I'm down $14, $15. Okay, well that's better than being down like $58. But that last trade was straight up dumb activity. I rushed. That was not a that was a bad setup because I rushed. And that cost me a lot. Cost me quite a bit, actually. Cost me like 60 something dollars. All right, so now it's pulling back a little bit. This isn't really like a setup though. I guess it's like a dip off the 9 EMA. I mean, this, I guess you could call the volume's decreasing and it's kind of popping out over this level. Would you consider this is kind of a breakout here? But I guess I wanted a cleaner pullback. Let's see. Mm. Yeah, it is grinding higher. So it's kind of like tapping the 9 EMA, coming back to the 9 EMA. It is kind of grinding off the 9 EMA. Oh, thanks, James. But now I'm red again. That last trade was straight up stupid. Ugh. I was thinking it was a break of the $0.50, but see, that was an emotional trade. I'm going to say that that was an emotional trade. So let's see. It looks like it might be pulling back. No. We're at almost 9 a.m. News might come out at 9 a.m. and then we have the market open at 9. So let's see what happens. I'm going to see what is the stock market doing today? Let's see what's happening now. Yeah, the stock futures are still well, that's not great. All right. See, it's like crazy because I'll make good decisions and sometimes get a good result, sometimes get a bad result, and I make one bad decision and it wiped out my whole green gain. So I really think that what I'm doing right is important, but what I'm doing wrong is a lot more important. It's the mistakes that are getting me, not the... So I can't control the result, but I can control my mistakes. And that's the thing that's getting me. Although I am really proud of that, that one bull flag pullback. That was perfect. I'm really, really, really proud of that. And that's my only bull flag pullback today. And my goal was to improve that. And that was my best trade. So, all right. So it's pulling back. It's below the 9 EMA, but just slightly. And this is high of day. Let's see. Wow. So I'm curious if it goes up above this low candle, because we're still above VWAP, the stop would be down here, 425. Okay, so that's a little tighter than, but MACD is red. So that right there is saying no. Unless it flips to green, I need to stay out of it. Ugh, sit on my hands. Well, I'm glad I got to trade and live stream today. It was going to be a big mess to try to do it from the Munich airport, honestly. I was kind of dreading it. I was going to try, but that would be pretty challenging. And I think that if I am really and truly on this flight tonight, which I'm doubting a little bit, we have set up early check-in for tomorrow. So I should be able to trade and hopefully live stream from my hotel room in Prague tomorrow. So hopefully that'll work out. Well, it flipped red, and red means no, right? Green means go, red means no. So I may have to sit with my mistake. My last trade flipped me from green to red, and I may have to sit with my mistake. And this is like, honestly, been something I'm like, when I was trading by myself without you guys watching me, it was a lot easier to pretend like the mistakes didn't happen. I'd be like, la, 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 I don't see it. And I would focus more on the positives. So now my mistakes are, I'm ruthlessly documenting them through the live stream and ruthlessly analyzing. So even if it pops up, the MACD has to flip for me to get in. WLDS. And I am being absolutely ruthless with my analysis. So I'm a lot more aware of my mistakes, to be honest. And the last month, my trading has been horrible since I started doing this. And I think that's an opportunity to really, really dial in. I'm not seeing that as a negative. I'm seeing that as a positive. I think that if I hadn't been posting on YouTube and live streaming this last month, I think I would have had bigger losses, honestly. And I'm also analyzing everything over on Substack. So, oh, it didn't pick up the right ticker. LWDS. All right, let's take a look at this one. It's popping up. Wearable devices announces a future cooperation partnership with MetaBounds. Okay. All right. This could be, it's over $2. Let's look at the other metrics. Floats under 20 million, relative volume gap. Okay. This doesn't have news on Warrior Trading Scanners, but it has news on Thinkorswim. So I'm looking for a bull flag pullback here. I'm just going to check. Yep. Okay. I'm looking for a bull flag pullback. This looks like exactly what I want. I've got green candles moving up. The volume is increasing. It's got news. It's meeting my criteria for stock selection. I'm feeling hopeful. Okay. It's really driving up. I'm seeing resistance at $7. I'm seeing a window at 280 here. Okay. So I'm looking for a bull flag pullback. Since I'm down $15 or whatever it is. Oh, you can't see it. Okay. Since I'm down 1463. Wow, this is really popping up. This is like really driving up, but I'm going to look for a pullback. I'm going to look at the 10-second chart. WLDS. It is pulling back on the 10-second chart. If I do a micro pullback, I'll trade it on the 10-second chart. If I do a bull flag pullback, I'll trade it on the 1-minute chart. Oh, wow. I wouldn't have caught that. All right, the volume looks like it's decreasing a little bit. Well, this is just, we're not halfway through this candle yet, but I'm going to wait for the pullback. I mean, that's good news, right? Announces, well, now it's a good pullback on the 10-second chart. ENVB. MACD still red. ARTL below VWAP. AKTX. Okay. So it looks like it might be pulling back on the 1 minute. One thing that I am really proud of is that I am not holding on to things. I think that's why my metrics are lower. Sometimes I would hold on to things and hope they will come back, but I'm not doing that anymore. So I've really tightened up my momentum day trading since I started live streaming. So, you know, yeah, my metrics have been really bad compared to what they were before. But I think this level of analysis is what I need to move forward, honestly. All right, let's see if it taps VWAP and then pops back up. So this would be the top of the low candle, right? Which is 299. Oh. Let's see. Oh, if it pops up over this, we're about halfway through this candle. And this would be the low. If this is the low candle, and this is the high, this would be the target high of day. Let's see, how many seconds do we have left for this? We're almost done. Okay, so now this is the top of the low candle. And the stop would be, but now it's below VWAP. So yeah. Oh, it's too bad. I thought that was good news. I did. I really thought that I had good news, but it's just stair-stepping down on the 10-second chart. I kind of thought maybe I'll take a micro pullback on it, but all right, let's see what else. Oh, now there's news on Thinkorswim. So yeah, I really thought this was one that was gonna really do something, but oh well. That's hitting the 9 EMA. MACD is still green. Let's see. Let's check ENVB. What are you up to, buddy? MACD is still red. So I'm green on ENVB, but it wasn't enough to pull me out of the hole that I made on some of my other trades. So looks like ENVB is trying to climb back out, but it's not there yet. WLDS, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. Okay, so I'm going to take these off. I thought it was good news. So, all right. I might be sitting with a small red day today, and that's okay. I mean, I think I want to find a way to tag in my trader view when I make a good and bad decision. See, maybe not every trade. Is it better to tag my poor decisions, hoping that there are less of them than the good decisions? That's probably the way to do it, right? Let's see, WLDS. Okay. Let's see. It looks like it's trying to come back, but it's below VWAP. CMND is back on the radar. Oh, okay. But it's not green yet as far as MACD. So, all right. So right now I'm watching 3 stocks. WLDS, just want to make sure it's not easy to borrow. WLDS, CMND, and ENVB. And I thought WLDS would do something. What was I saying? Oh, yes. I think I'm going to start tagging in my trader view the stocks that I made a poor decision on. Because one of the things I'm really working on is divorcing the decision from the result. I cannot control the result, but I can control the decision. And that last trade cost me. Okay, so I think what I need to do is try to find, I'm going to start tagging my setups that are mistakes. And let's see if we can, but if I don't tag the ones that are not mistakes, then it won't show the comparison in the tag breakdown. So I'm thinking of tagging, MACD's red on WLDS. I'm thinking of tagging my trades with, so now I have one tag, which is the setup. And now I'm thinking of adding an additional tag to show which trades are good decisions and which trades are bad decisions. And build awareness around the number of trades that are bad decisions and how they're affecting my P&L. I think I might add that. So, oops, I almost ripped my microphone off. I'm going to put that down because when I go through my trades, you know, I'm keeping track of the P&L as I go, but I'm going to go through my trades after and tag them with, I'm also keeping track of my initial risk, which will be different on the bull flag pullback than on the other ones. So we are coming up to the open. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break and then I will be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Did anything happen while I was gone? All right. So, what do you guys think about me tagging my trades with, I have to come up with a name for that. Like good fairies and bad fairies. I don't know. Something not too stressful. Okay. Notice of effectiveness. I don't know what that is. SDST. Whoops. Okay, so this has news, but it doesn't look like brand new news. It's a notice of effectiveness. 371, float is under 20 million, relative volume. Okay, so everything looks good. Press release, Stardust Power secures, what is it, an American developer announced it has entered into a letter of intent with a single institutional investor to support project level financing for its planned lithium refinery in Muskogee, Oklahoma. That actually sounds like good news. Okay. Oh, wow. Up to $150 million. Yeah, that sounds really good. That sounds excellent. So CMND, I mean, I don't know. It's just like, it's above VWAP and above the 9 EMA, but look at all this. Oh, wow. Look at all these big orders. 20,000, 23,000, 24,000. And it's, yeah. That has so much. Look at that. 21,000, 19,000. So let me look at S. Okay, so SDST. This is already a pullback. Oh, I'm tired. I did not sleep well. I mean, I slept well. I just didn't sleep enough. And I quit caffeine a couple of months ago, so this is herbal tea. However, I need the routine. I need to have something hot in the morning. WLDS looks like it's on the move. Trying to get back up to VWAP. SDST. There's a pullback, but it's dropped below VWAP already. CMND looks like it might be making a break for it, but look at all the volume. I'm looking for a pullback. I would like a pullback. Look at this. It did break out here, right? CMND. Okay, it's pulling back on the 10-second. Maybe a micro pullback. Or maybe a bull flag pullback. Oh, SDST going above it. It's going above here, but I missed it. Oh, shoot. I missed it. I missed it because I switched the chart. I'm not going to chase it, though. It's so tempting. It's so tempting, but I'm not going to chase it. Okay, I'm going to wait for another pullback. Oh, my God. I missed it, but it doesn't look that great. Looks like it might flip red. Okay. Well, that was the fates intervening. Look at that. Okay. I was so upset that I missed it. Sometimes missing the move is the right thing, right? Oh, yikes. Whoa, SDST. Oh, was I just complaining that I missed the move on this? Yikes. Whew. Okay. Oh, a bull flag pullback on CNMD. It might hit 9 EMA. Let's see, what's high of day? 140. That is not enough room to make money. 138, 140. I mean, I guess that would be a micro pullback. No, not really, because it's 2 candles, right? So this one, if this is the low, well, let's see what happens. Wow. Oh, 19,000, 26,000, 51,000 on the ask. 52, 55, 55, 55, 55. Wow, that's a big seller on the ask, which means that a lot of people have to buy that before. If I try to buy on the ask, it's like there is going to be a lot of competition for that. $31,000, $28,000. All right, now there's less. Didn't catch it. Didn't catch it. What did I say? I wouldn't chase it, right? Oh, it did. And so the low is this candle, $1.30 is my stop. Wow, it's really congested. It's really congested. Just barely even right now. Oh, big sellers on the ask. All right, so I just got out with 2 cents a share, and that's fine. I actually clicked the ladder, which I like in this situation because it just gets me out. So I got 2 cents a share. All right, SDST is making noise over here. So it did break out above VWAP, but so let's see. I'm going to say that was a bull flag, right? Bull flag pullback on CMND. Okay. But I don't think I've flipped green. This looks weird. Okay. So WLDS, we're going to take off the table. ENVB is really just like, look at the 5-minute. It's kind of like consolidating. I would say this is consolidating sideways, right? But well, now my CMND chart looks really messy, but okay. So I had a clear stop at the low of this candle, and I got in at I tried to get in at 134. I think it put me in at 136. My stop was at 130. Good morning. I think I'm slightly red. Let's see. I'm going to put this other trade in. but I think I am slightly red. Let's see. WLDS is WLDS making a move again? WLDS. Whoops. All right, so let me WLDS is trying to break VWAP. Let's see where I'm at. I was like down $15, and now let's see. Let's see where I'm at. I'm down $3.88, guys. I'm down $3.88. Yeah. All right. I guess it's better than a big red day, right? The two bull flag pullbacks that I traded today were successful. I feel like I'm fixing that. I had to break a $0.50 that kind of wrecked me because it was a bad trade. I had a bad trade that wrecked me. So yeah, to catch you up, I had an emotional trade that cleaned me out, and I'm thinking of tagging my trades in TraderView with an additional tag. Right now I have one tag, which is the setup. And I'm thinking of adding an additional tag, which is, did I make a good decision or a bad decision to get in or out? And keep track of that, because I can't control the result, but I can control the decision making. So that is one of my thought processes. WLDS is trying to break VWAP. SDST, I am glad I didn't get in, because I was considering, I was so upset that I missed this here. I was thinking, oh, this is a bull flag pullback setup, and then it flushed right down. So that would have really got me good. Let's see if I can. There's still a half hour. I could flip from red to green. That would be awesome. Okay. Learning in public, folks. Learning in public. It's like, wow. All right, PBM popped up, and I know a lot of people are watching that, but that's, for me, expensive. And it's below VWAP, so I'm just going to take it off. That's just crazy. So ENVB, I had some good and bad trades on that. I'm green on that. You know, I'll go over my trades in the recap, of course, but this week's focus is the bull flag pullback. I was setting my stops too tight. I wasn't setting them at the bottom of the low candle. I was nervous, and so for my other setups, I think 10 cents a share is a good stop. But for the bull flag pullbacks, I think I was getting out too soon and I was missing opportunities. So I've had two really good ones today. Let me just take all this off. And now it just looks like it's kind of drifting sideways. Yeah, see, I thought this was a bull flag, and I thought this was a good breakout, but I'm glad I got out when I did because it only tapped 139. So I'm glad I took the 2 cents a share because that kind of, I was down like $15. So now I'm only down like 4. So it was only 2 cents a share, but it helped. And we'll see. The market's going to open right now. Okay, so let's see what pops up, guys. Let's see if anything pops up. EFOI is back. Strategic entry into Japan's energy storage market. So EFOI. Now here it shows hard to borrow. Did they change that? Huh. Okay. EFOI has 9 a.m. news, strategic entry into Japan's storage market. I guess no one really cares about EFOI today. Ooh, ENVB is making a run for it. FRMM is back. Oh, all our suspects from the earlier are, huh? Well, our FRMM wasn't that? Okay, so ENVB. I'll take ST off here. ENVB. I think this might be the one to watch. But I really want a bull flag pullback. That's what I'm looking for, is a bull flag pullback. JTAI. They popped up earlier, but they're like $9 right now. ENVB. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. High of day. All right. Wow, a lot of stuff is popping up right now. Let me check my, okay. DFSC. Let's see, customized gadget. So let's see. ARTL is popping up again. ARTL, is that the one I lost money on earlier? Yeah, I lost $65 in ARTL. Look at, people think ARTL is coming back, but all right. This is where I get a little overwhelmed with the market open and just stuff pop like flying at me. So I'm going to look at ENVB again. All right, it's starting to pull back. CMND is still red on the MACD. WLDS, I'm going to take that off. ARTL is below VWAP. DFSC. Okay, that big red candle is pretty scary looking. FRMM, no news. Oh, I don't like that big red candle. Yikes. All right. Oh, CMND flipped to green. All right, so I'm looking for a bull flag pullback here. This is the top of the low candle, and this is the bottom. And this candle just started. Okay, and high of day is 543. So there is a chance to make at least 10 cents a share. And this is clean. Look at this. It's going up. It's coming down. Oh, I like this price action. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this. I don't think I'm the only one that thinks this is going up. Look at the prices on here. Look at the orders on the ask. If it breaks over 514, okay. Oh no. Let's see. Whoops. Cancel. Oh, cancel all. Wait, where's my low? 481. Okay, I'm not at my low. Okay. My low is 481. My low is 481. This is taking a lot of mental strength. Oh my. Okay, my low is 481. Oh, bummer. Oh, this is really stressful. Oh, I had to get out. It hit my stop. Okay. Bummer. Okay, so that was a bull flag. Got out at stop. I gave it a chance, but once it hit. Now, should I have stopped here when it went candle under candle? Maybe. Maybe this is when I should have stopped out. Or should I have given it all the way to my stop? I mean, I got out right at my stop. Now this is the low candle. Oh, I don't know. The volume's not there. It didn't pick up my order. All right. I think I'm out. Let me check. Wow. Okay. You're watching the real thing. Ugh. Let me see. Let me put my trades in. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Where's my trader view? Oh, I'm out. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm out. I might have been out the trade before that, and I just didn't realize that I was past my max loss. All right. Yeah. Yep, that's it. I'm out. Well, again, I'm losing money on the stock that everyone else is making money on. Like right here. I was up and then it gave it back. I was up. So I got in at 511 right here. Okay. And I was trying to be brave and let my winner run, and it just, I should have taken the profit when it was there. I should have taken it when it was there. And now the MACD is red. Anyway. All right, guys. I hate to end early, but I've got a big red day, and I want to do my recap before I leave for my flight. So I will end a little bit early today. And anyway, I hope all of you have a great day trading. I am going to definitely trade from my hotel room tomorrow and hopefully live stream as well. And that's pretty much it. This is it. Learning in public, right? So for those of you who are going to continue trading, trade smart, and I will see you tomorrow.